Hello, my dear children. Good morning. Welcome back to today's online class. I am Radhika, your economics teacher. Children, today we are going to learn new chapter from economics, chapter 4, globalization and the Indian economy. Today you have an introduction part. As consumers in today's world, some of us have a wide choice of goods and services before us. The latest models of digital cameras, mobile phones, and televisions made by the leading manufacturers of the world are within our reach. Every season, new models of automobiles can be seen on Indian roads. Gone are the days when Ambassador and Fiats were the only cars on Indian roads. Today, Indians are buying cars produced by nearly all the top companies in the world. A similar explosion of brands can be seen for many other goods, from shirts to televisions to processed fruit juices. Such a wide-ranging choice of goods in our market is a relatively recent phenomenon. You wouldn't have found such a wide variety of goods in Indian markets even 2 decades back. In a matter of years, our markets have been transformed. How do we understand these rapid transformations? What are the factors that are bringing about these changes? And how are these changes affecting the lives of the people? We shall discuss about these questions in this chapter. Okay, children. Until the middle of the 20th century, production was largely organized within countries. Until the middle of the 20th century, production was largely organized within countries. That means the productions happened within inside the countries. Okay, that means they have no relation with the other countries. If they have a relation with the other countries means that's only trade. Okay. What crossed the boundaries of these countries were raw materials, foodstuff and finished products. This only we transforming each countries. Okay, children. The middle of the 20th century, production was largely organized within countries. What crossed the boundaries of these countries were raw material, foodstuffs and finished products. Colonies such as India exported raw materials and foodstuffs and imported finished goods. Trade was the main channel connecting distant countries. Okay, children, until the middle of the 20th century, we can see trade was the main channel connecting distant countries. That means exporting and importing. The colonies like India exported what all are the materials? Raw materials and foodstuff. And they imported finished products. That much only. Until the middle of the 20th century. But this was before large companies called multinational corporations emerged on the scene. Children, did you know what is multinational corporation? A multinational corporation is a company that owns or controls production in more than one country. Multinational corporation is a company. It is a one company. Then what feature we can see in that company? That company owns or controls production in more than one country. That companies are called multinational corporation. A multinational corporation is a company that owns and or controls production in more than one country. Okay, children. Let's see the working process of MNCs. The MNC means it is a one company. They own or control production more than one countries. How this is happened? Let's see that. Okay. These companies, the production process is divided into small parts and spread out across the globe. Okay, children. First, these companies divide the production process is divided into small parts. Small parts means that each stages of productions they are carrying in different part of the world. Okay, children, the production process is divided into small parts and spread out, and that each stage of production they are doing in a different part of the world. For example, China provides the advantages of being a chief manufacturing location. You know that China. In that China is very specialized for making a duplicate products. And they are very chief, they providing the advantages of the chief manufacturing location. That means these MNCs, these companies will choose which location for manufacturing, that China. Clear? China provides the advantages of being a chief manufacturing location. That is why the multinational companies, that companies will choose which location for manufacturing the products, China. Okay, manufacturing products or the manufacturing locations located in the China. The next, Mexico and China are useful for their closeness to market in the US and Europe. And next two places, Mexico and China. Then what is the advantages of these two places? These are useful for their closeness to market in the US and Europe. That means very easy to transport that finished good to other side, other part of the world. Okay, the next, they will choose, that companies will choose India. Why? Because India has educated English speaking youth who can provide customer care services. Clear, children? The companies decided to produce one product, but that product they producing in different part of the world. Then one example, the one company A chooses China for manufacturing location. Why they choosing China for manufacturing location? Because China provide the advantages of being a chief manufacturing location. The same things if they are doing in other part of the world, the cost, that means expense is very much larger than the China. If they are doing the same process in China, they want to spend only less money. That means they can earn more profit. Okay, like Mexico and China are useful for their closeness to the market in the US and Europe. That is why they will choose which places, that Mexico and China also. And they will use the labor from India. Why? Because India has educated English speaking youth. Other part of the world also we can get a English speaking youth. But why they choosing India? Because in India, there is an unemployment problem is there. The people are ready to do the work at any wages. That means they want to give only less wage, but they are ready to provide efficient services. That is why they will choose India. This type of companies are called what? MNCs. Clear, children? What is MNC? MNC is a company that owns or controls production in more than one country. They are producing product, but that product they are producing from different part of the world. Clear, children? Okay. Next, MNCs set up offices and factories for production in region where they can get cheap labor and other resources. Okay, children, which type of places they will choose that MNCs will choose? MNCs set up offices and factories for production in region where they can get a cheap labor and other resources. In that type of location, they will choose for set up offices and factories for production. You know why they are doing like this? Because this is done so that the cost of production is low and the MNCs can earn greater profit. They want to spend only less. At the same time, they can earn lot of profit. They can earn greater profit. That is why they will set up offices and factories for production in region where they can get a cheap labor and other resources. A MNC is not only selling its finished products globally. MNC, they are selling finished products globally. Globally means throughout the world. But also, the goods and services are produced globally. Clear, children? Two things they are doing. One, they are selling finished products globally. Then, but also the goods and services are produced also globally. Clear? MNC is not only selling its finished products globally, but also the goods and services are produced globally. Globally means they choose more than one country for producing a product. Clear, children? Then, the factors that require to set up MNCs. What all are the factors that are required to set up? That means which type of location the MNCs will choose for the setup of factories and offices. Then, first one, MNCs set up offices and factories for the production in region where they get cheap labor and other resources. Already we discussed this. Not only this, they set up production where it is close to the market. You know that Mexico and China? They set up production where it is very close to the market. That means they can sell that products easily also. The transportation cost also they want to reduce. That in that way they will choose the locations. Next, they established a production where there is skilled and unskilled labor available at a low cost. Okay, they needed two type of labor, skilled labor and unskilled labor. Skilled labor for the manufacturing, that means the technological areas, and unskilled labor means that loading and unloading of goods and services. Okay, goods. That also they will look. Clear? Where the skilled and unskilled labor available at a low cost. In that place, they will choose for the setup of companies. They set up production where the availability of other factors of production is assured. Now we said only labor. Then other factors of production also we need. What are the things? Land, capital and entrepreneurs. Okay, in that also, then in other factors, which other factors also required for the production, that also get from where? Very easily at a low cost. In that area, they will choose for set up production. Clear, children? They set up production where government policies are favorable to them. Then next, another one also there, government policies. That means the government asking to give a more tax, then it will affect their profit. That is why they will choose that type of location in which location government policies are favorable to them. These are the factors required to set up MNCs. MNCs set up offices and factories for production in region where they can get a cheap labor and other resources. They set up productions where it is close to the markets. They establish the production where there is a skilled and unskilled labor available at a low cost. They set up production where the availability of other factors of production is assured, and they set up production where government policies are favorable to them. Okay, children? Okay, once again, what is MNC? MNC is a company that owns or controls production in more than one nation. Okay, then next, MNC is not only selling its finished products globally, but also the goods and services are produced globally. Then, important factors that are required to set up MNCs. First, the availability of cheap labor and other resources, and very close to the markets. Then, where there is availability of skilled and unskilled labor at a low cost. Then, availability of other factors of production is assured, and where government policies are favorable to them. Okay, children, clear? Okay, thank you.